Hi everyone, my name is Jered, and today we are going to learn how to use the webpage Dreamreader.net, which is, so useful, so entertaining, and for free. Okay, the first thing we need to do is to write on Google or other, navigator, internet navigator. We're going to write Dreamreader.net. Okay, let's click. Okay, as you see here, the first result that appears here is the official web page. So let's double click again. Okay, and this is basically the web page. This is the interface of the web page, and it contains 5 tabs right here. In the upper left corner, 1 2 3 4 5 here, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, each one of these tabs has a function, but before we start with that, let me tell you that the creator of this web page is Neil Millington. He's an experienced English professor. He's been teaching English for over 15 years. And now let's get started. Okay, let's click on the Home tab to see what happens. Okay, if you don't notice, it will appear the same result. Why? Because the Home tab is basically the home page. Is this one. It's the main page. The Home tab is in charge of showing you the main page. That's its only function. Now let's move on with the About tab. The About tab contains information about the web page. For example, some details about the creator, also some details about this web page, what its function, interesting information. That's basically what it does. Now let's move on to the third tab, which is the Blog tab. Okay, the Blog tab is in charge of showing you, as the title says, blogs. So if you double click on one of these lessons, for example, okay, you will see some important information about the Bermuda Triangle. Here you see the information about the Bermuda Triangle, but something interesting about this part is that you can comment about this blog. You can put your comment right here to send your opinion, your suggestions, your ideas. Here you put your name, here you put, your email address, and that's all. You just add the comment and it will be sent to the web page creator. So this is the function of the blog tabs, to show you blogs, important lessons, and once you finish, you can send your comments. Okay, now let's move on. The Contact Us tab is in charge of permitting you to send something important to the web page creator. For example, if you want to get in touch with the web page creator, you can do it right here. You put your name here, you put your email address right here, you write your message, you put this confirmation code, and you send the message, and that's all. That's the function of the Contact Us tab. So now let's go ahead to the Links tab. Okay, the Links tab permits you to access to different web pages. So these web pages are dictionaries, English tests, also some important articles, some more information if you want to learn more besides the web page. This is the right page for you. Okay, now let's go back to the home page. Okay, now as we already know what's the function of each one of these tabs right here, let's go down a little bit, just a little bit, and now we're going to see the function of each one of these tabs right here. English, click on Easy English. Let's see what happens. Okay, as you see here, basically this part right here is in charge of giving you pictograms. It's in charge of giving you like quotes. philosophical phrases, philosophical quotes. For example, after it loads, you see that it shows you the quote, and also there's some attachment. You have the ability, the opportunity to print out the lesson, to print out the quiz right here. You can print out the quiz right here, and you can also download the audio for free. It's completely free. So that's basically the function of these parts. You can, read the quote. Here you analyze the quote. You put what you think about the quote, what you understood according to the quiz. So that's basically what you can do in this part. Now let's go ahead to the second tab. Okay, the second tab, as you see in the name, it says Interesting English. Basically, it contains interesting information about the English, like idioms, like the one you see right here. Also, you can see some more information about this part. But now we're just gonna focus on one of these lessons. So let's double click on the weather idioms lessons to see what happens. Okay, basically here it has the audio, also the opportunity to print out the lesson, to print out the quiz. This is the text. So this is basically the function of this part. This is the function of the second tab. You see some interesting idioms and interesting information about English in different countries. You do the quiz, you print out the lesson and the quiz, you download the audio if you want, and that's all. That's the function of the second tab. Now let's go ahead with the phone English. The party must go on, so we are not done yet. Okay. Now, as you see here, you will see funny facts, about like interesting things that are happening in the world. Here you can, click on one of these lessons, on one of these funny facts. For example, like click right here, Christmas in Japan. Okay, you'll see the same that the other lessons. The lesson is right here. You read it. After you read it, you do the quiz. The quiz is right here. You can also print out the lessons. You can also print out the quiz. You can also download the audio. That's the function of this part. Now let's do the practical English to see what happens. Okay, let's click on one of these lessons. And this is like a notice. This is like a statement, So I think this is in charge of giving you like articles, documents, and after you read them, you have to analyze them. You have to do the quiz, and you can also listen to the audio, and you can also print out the lesson, the quiz, and you can download the audio. Its purpose is to show you documents, like articles, like statements, and you have the opportunity to analyze and do the quiz, print it out and download the audio. That's its function. Now let's go ahead to academic English. This is the last part. Okay. And yes, as you see here, basically when you click on the academic English, it will give you more tabs, and each one of these tabs contain important lessons. For example, if you are an English beginner, you can click on this one and it will show you the lessons, and you click on one of these lessons, it will show you the content. It will give you the chance to print out the lesson, to print out the quiz. You will listen to the audio and you will be able to download it again. And you do the same with the other parts, with the other tabs. So okay guys, before I finish it, it's right here. These are the social media tabs. So if you click on one of them, it will take you to the Facebook account of the web page. For example, it's loading right here as you see. And also, if you click on the Twitter tab, it will also take you to the Twitter account of the web page. And I know the video went like too long, but I really hoped you enjoy it. I really hope you like it. I'm Cesar Villarreal. I thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a great day.